Okay, this is me, Kyle. This is my deck, my
Chaos Frog.
Chaos Frog. I don't know. It's been updated as well since the duel video.
Duel, yeah.
It's been updated since regionals and because of new cards like Unholy Abomination right here. I shouldn't turn the camera, should I?
You can.
Well, I mean on YouTube it'll just stay.
Oh, true.
But so start off. It's like no traps if you noticed, but it's a lot better. I put some side deck cards in the main deck. Obviously, here's the water engine. I got the 3 swap, 2 Treeborn, 1 Ronin, 3 Undine, 2 Controller, 2 Fishborg. That's like the main dealio right there. I get that to summon out the formulas every turn drawn cards. Pretty simple. Obviously, along with that goes the Monarchs. Mine is very sparse. The only stuff that you only need the Caius, 3 Caius, 2 Mobius. Mobius is really good right now because nobody does anything except warning it. And if they don't, you win. And it's also water, which I can discard the special summon swap or use it with Fishborg because it can synchro with only water monsters.
And it's advantageous for Goes and Match and
yes.
Rivalry of Warlords.
I at regionals ago, before this last one, I didn't run Mobius, and I kept getting Goes and Match and stuff. But he's Aqua. They're all Aqua, so he can tribute over them when they have Gozen or Rivalry on the field. Similarly, Caius tributes over Battle Fader when I side him in for that kind of situation, which is very helpful in siding situations. And over to these side deck cards that are in the main deck. Got the 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Spear Reaver, 1 Battle Fader. This is kind of like and right here is like the Trinity of Defense. Gorz, Sangan, and Battle Fader. Sangan's like a second Battle Fader in my mind when I set him. But most of the time I add really silly things to my hand with Sangan, like Fishborg or Junk Synchron. I just added Junk Synchron because of that. I probably missed some glare, sorry about that. Junk Synchron obviously will bring back Swap Frog pretty much. You can bring back Ronin, but Ronin can't be used as synchro material, so not that helpful. And the Genex Controller, you have to add Genex Controller to your hand to use Undine's effect. His effect is you send a water, his effect is actually adding Genex Controller to your hand. The cost to send a water monster. Undine is used to send this to the graveyard since Swap can't send Fishborg to the graveyard. Another pretty sick combo is Malicious. Once I have the Treeborn and the Fishborg set up, I bring back Treeborn standby, then discard Malicious to summon Fishborg. Then I bring out the Malicious from my deck, and I synchro for formula. And I've got a formula on the Malicious, so I can get any of my level 8s out. I've got the Dark Hand, Stardust, Colossal. It's just a free level 8. I didn't use any cards. Same amount of cards as I started with at the beginning of my turn. And it gets Darks in the graveyard for Chaos Sorcerer. You also may notice there is no lights in my deck other than Effect Veiler. So it's like, why is there Chaos Sorcerer? But it's because Formula Synchron is always in the graveyard, along with Armory Arm. Even though Colossal Armory Arm doesn't work anymore, still very helpful because Undine synchros with Fishborg for Armory Arm, and Armory Arm with Formula is like the only way I get Bronic. And that happens a surprisingly large amount of time. Here's my huge lineup of spells. I've got 2 Pot of Avarice, 2 MST, Trunade, Allure of Darkness, Foolish Burial, Monster Reborn 1 for 1. All those amazing limited 1 cards.
9, count them, 9 spells.
9 spells.
That is ridiculous.
It's a huge monster count. Luckily, I did not run into much Royal Tribute. But that still doesn't hurt horribly since most of my cards can be live in the graveyard. 2 Spirit Reapers seems kind of weird, but Samurais are a big deal, and it stops Samurais. I've won plenty of games by just setting a Spirit Reaper. It's really good. There's a couple combos that I really like with Junk Synchron that's the reason I added it. It's like if you have the Treeborn and the Fishborg set up so you can get the formulas every turn, I can bring out the Treeborn begin my turn, and then summon Junk Synchron, bring out Swap Frog, synchro for Librarian, and then bring out the Fishborg with the Treeborn and synchro for formula, draw 2 cards with Librarian on the field, then synchro with the formula and Librarian for Arcanine Edition. Effectively a plus 3 or 4, I don't know how much it is.
1 card for 2 to start on the field.
Yeah, I draw 2 cards and I destroy 2 cards and I have a monster in the field still. I don't have a global, but that'd be really nice in the middle of that combo to sync it with Arcanite for 8. And also you may notice I don't run Dark Hole because I hate that card, and I hate it with Treeborn even more. And yeah. And I'm also running some, here's these, I'll show you the lineup of Sangan monsters. We got the 3 formula, Army Arm, Catastore, Hyper Librarian, Bionic, Arcanite, Black Rose. Over to the 8s, I got Darken. Darken's really easy because Malicious is dark. Chaos Sorcerer's dark. Caius is dark. Sangan's dark, but I don't know if I can pull that off. So Stardust is important for this guy over here. Colossal Fighter, the Unpunishable Horse. Trishula, Blade Basher. Blade Basher is really interesting. I haven't seen people run him, but he's really good. He's like the Thought Ruler version of Shooting Star. In the same way that people summon Stardust or Thought Ruler. Except he can be summoned with like a used up Dark End or a Colossal, which is always helpful.
I have a Hyper Librarian.
And yeah. I can remove from play the Hyper Librarian in my graveyard to remove him from play when anything happens to save him for 1 turn. So technically that's a situation that might come up now. I used to be running 2 Stardust and a Locomotion R Genex, but I figured Arcanite and Hyper Librarian were a lot better than that.
I agree.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah. And anything else I think I should talk about? I got my extra deck over here, or my side deck. It's pretty simple. I got Faders, Flip-Flop Frogs. It's kind of like the, what is it? Penguin Soldier. Yeah. It's cooler. It's Flip-Flop Frog. Got Puppet Plants. I need another one. Cat's discard it with Fishborg. Oh yeah, I was running Cerburrels.
Yeah, that's right.
I was running Cerburrel during the match against Matt, because if you can discard it with Fishborg and get its effect. And if I just bring out a level 8, Chaos Sorcerer, Mally, Caius, Mobius, bring out any of those any way while I have a Cerburrel and a formula on the field, that's a Shooting Star Dragon with using 1 card. Continuing on. Oh, cast it in the same way, discard with Fishborg, destroy a face-up card on the field.
You remove the Cerburrels from your deck for the effect failures?
Yeah, I removed the Cerburrels for effect failures. At regionals, I sided them in every game. It was too important to not run effect failure. Okay. 1 Electric Virus, similar Puppet Plant, takes control machines and dragons. 2 Vanities Ruler. Just added that. I don't know if it's good at all.
Did you find any use for the Electric Virus? Or
I didn't actually side it at regionals.
Did you have it in there?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I wanted to try it though.
That's cool.
But Puppet Plant was freaking ridiculous. Smashed on Gravekeepers, smashed on Sunrise. It was great. A Burial is really awesome. It just saves you from losing. It's your anti-side card in Frogs. No Mana Extermination is really good against anything that sets too much for you to handle, especially since I run no traps. So I don't even run Treacherous, so I can't, like, my cards don't get removed. My Warnings, Bunny Fingers, don't get removed. And then 2 Smashing, these are amazing. I don't know why they work, but they did. I was also running D.D.Rs a while ago.
Right.
But I took those out once the Cerburrels went out, because
Want to win more.
It was win more. By win more, I mean, like, it only helps you when you're winning, and it helps you win more. And then when I'm, like, losing, I draw D.D.R, it's really bad. But D.D.R it goes really well in tandem with the Chaos Sorcerer, with Mally, what else? With Allure of Darkness, and with Ronintoadin. I would usually have at least 1 monster removed from play that I could work with. And I wanted to discard Cerburrel. Best case scenario, I would discard Cerburrel, bring back a Mally, and then get a Synchro for 8 with 2 cards. And then I could Pot of Avarice the Mally back into my deck. So I could use Mally again. And that's about it.
Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty nice.
Yeah, there's a big shot of it. I'll try to get a glare off from the back there. There you go. Alright, whatever. There you go.